Hey, good morning, guys. We're going to finish up our Junie B book with chapter 8, if you've been keeping up with it. And I know a lot of you have. I've been seeing where you've watched the videos on YouTube, and that's perfect. So, if you remember correctly, Junie B had just told the class that she was getting glasses. Okay. May kind of made her mad, and so Junie B just kind of shouted out to everybody, "I'm getting glasses. None of your beeswax." All right, so this is called showing and telling. And she's writing in her journal. She says, "Dear first grade journal, today I brought my new glasses to school. They're hiding in my sweater pocket because I don't want to put them on. That's why. My stomach is in a knot ball. Also, there's tension in my head. We are having show and tell soon. I wish this day was over. From Junie B. Jones, first grader." Mr. Scary clapped his hands. "Okay, boys and girls, please put your journals away now. I'll give you more time later if you need it. But right now, we have to get started with show and tell." Excuse me. Sorry. We have to get started with show and tell. Who would like to go first this morning? Well, May sprang out of her chair. I would, she called out. And then she quick grabbed a brown envelope out of her backpack and she ran to the front of the room. "It's my report card from kindergarten. I brought my report card to share with you," she shouted, real thrilled. May waved it all around in the air. Look, can everyone see this? I got all E pluses. E is for excellent. See, there's an E plus next to every single subject." And she held her report card high in the air. "Okay, now I will read to you each subject one by one," she said. After that, she took a deep breath. And she started to read. "Number 1, I followed directions. Number 2, I used my time wisely. Number 3, I observed school rules. Number 4, I cleaned up my work area. Number 5, Mr. Scary stood up. "Thank you, May," he said. "That is very interesting, but I'm afraid that we're going to have to move along now." And May raised her voice. "Number 5, I was courteous and respectful. Number 6, I used materials wisely. Number 7, I..." Just then, Mr. Scary took May's arm and led her back to her seat. Lenny raised his hand to go next. He passed around his new styling gel. Plus, also, he let us touch his hair. And after that, Sheldon showed us how long he could stand on one foot. And Jose sang a song about frogs. Shirley showed us her turkey sandwich and showed us the bread and the mayonnaise and the tomato. And finally, Mr. Scary stood up again. "All righty, Shirley, excellent sandwich," he said, "but I really think it should go back in its bag now." So Shirley sat down and Mr. Scary looked around the room. "Okay, who wants to go next?" he said. My stomach flipped and flopped because a nervous idea popped into my head. That's why. I looked down at my glasses in my sweater pocket, and then I swallowed very hard. "Ooh, Miss Mefford's not awake yet." And I quick raised my hand in the air. "Me," I blurted out. "I do." Mr. Scary smiled. "Great, Junie B," he said. "Did you bring something to share?" I quick pulled my hand down again. "Nope, I just changed my mind," I said. My heart was thumping and pumping. I peeked at my glasses one more time, and then all of a sudden my legs stood up and they rushed me to the front of the room. My knees were wobbly and shaking. I bent over and I did deep breaths. Mr. Scary came over to me. "Are you okay, Junie B?" he said. "Would you like to sit down and do this another day?" "No," I said. "I want to get this thing over with." Then, fast as anything, I reached into my pocket and I pulled out my new glasses, and May started to laugh. And it was loudish and meanish. "Look, it's her glasses," she yelled. "She brought her glasses for show and tell, and they're purple." Well, tears came into my eyes, and I quick covered my face with my hands. I wanted to sit down real bad, but my legs would not even move. So I stood there very frozen. And then, all of a sudden, I heard a noise. It was the sound of running feet, I think. I looked up. My new friend Herb was hurrying to the front of the room, and guess what? He took the glasses right out of my hand and put them on his own face. "Cool," he said. "Purple glasses are awesome." He looked all around. "Wow," he said. "My eyes could never see out of these, Junie B. Your eyes must be really special." He looked admiring of me. "How do your eyes even do that, hon? Do you have x-ray vision or something?" he asked. I shrugged my shoulders, kind of shy. "I don't know, Herbert," I said. "Possibly." Herb gave the glasses back to me. Here, he said, put them on and read something. I rocked back and forth on my feet. Well, okay, Herb, if you insist, I said. After that, I put on my glasses and I walked all the way to the back of the room. And I read the announcement off the board. Friday, September 23rd, I read. Today, getting ready for show and tell. I smiled real proud. The end, I said. After that, I went back to my desk and Herb hurried over to me. He gave me a high five. And guess what else? Lenny and Jose gave me high fives too. Mr. Scary just did a thumbs up. Excellent glasses, Junie B. Jones, he said. Si, said Jose. Excelente. Yes, called Lucille. I like those glasses too, Junie B, because purple is a popular fashion color this fall. My heart felt cheery at that news, and I looked at May very smuggy. Well, yay for purple, I said. After show and tell was over, Mr. Scary gave us more time for our journals, and I picked up my pencil real happy and I added 2 more lines. P.S. Hey, what do you know? I think I might like first grade. I looked around the room and grinned, and everything was crystal clear. So, I hope you like the story, and I hope that you come to love first grade just like Junie B.